In this tutorial, we're going to take the previous one a little bit another step further, and we're going to talk about the values that we have pushed into our array. If you haven't had a look at that tutorial, please go and have a look at my blog on www.digisoft.co.za, and you can just click on the blog link there, and I'm pretty sure you'll find your way to that tutorial. Okay, just to quickly recap, this section here, I've just rearranged this a little bit, is where we basically placed some values into our array, and we used the push method to insert those values. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is we're going to use this to create an array and maybe put some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into that array, and then this section is going to be used to insert values in between the values that we've got in this array. So I'm just going to demonstrate, well, I can't demonstrate it because this is empty, but as soon as we've done the code, I'll demonstrate to you. Okay, so quickly the setup. This you need to go and have a look at the previous tutorial. This one here, the names of those text boxes. This first one here is going to be called Splice Array Index. Remember, the A is capital and that I of the index is capital. Then this one is going to be called Splice Array Value. Okay, and this is going to be called Array Output 2. Maybe I can just quickly mention this text box here is going to be called Fill Array, and that one is going to be called Array Output 1. Okay, that's all you need to set up to have this tutorial up and running. I just quickly want to tell you what the outcome is going to be. See if you can follow me. What we're going to do is we're going to type a value in here and click on this button. I can show that to you actually because that code is running at the moment. Okay, so we type in, let's say 1, and click on the button, and that will be placed in our array. Then we type 2, 2 is added to the array, 3 added, type 4 and 5. Okay, and you can carry on with that. So now we've got this list of variables placed into our array list. Okay, now what we want to achieve for this tutorial is, first of all, we want to choose the index where we want to insert a new value. So let's say I want to insert the value John between 3 and 4 at that point there. Then I need to type in here 3. The reason why I need to type 3 is this is a 0-based index. So the value 1 will be placed at 0, the value 2 will be placed at 1, and so on. So that, as far as index is concerned, it will go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on and so on. Okay, and then in this second text box, we're going to place the what do we want to put in there? Do we want to put John? Do we want to put 007 or Mike or another number or whatever? And then we want to display the updated array into this text box here. Okay, let's get started. After you've named your text boxes, I want you to click this button at the bottom and press the F9 key. We're going to create an on-release event. The first thing that we need to do is to create that splice method. So I'm going to say test array dot splice. Okay, that's the method that we use to insert values into an array. And then when you open bracket, it's going to ask you for 3 parameters. The first one is the index. That's where do we want to put our new value into that array. Okay, the index that we want to is the value that is going to be typed into the splice array index text box. So it's going to be splice array index. That's what we called that text box dot text. It's this one here. Let me just create some space. Okay, comma. The next value is oh damn, I lost my... index.text. The next one is a count value. I'm going to talk about that count just now. For now, we're just going to put 1 in there. And then the next one is going to be what is the value that we actually now want to put into that text box, and that is going to be the text box that we called splice array value. That's going to be something like John or another number or whatever. And don't forget to add the .text at the end. Okay. Press enter, and then now we've basically completed the inserting process into the array. Now we need to display the result. So we're going to display that into this text box here, and that text box we called array output 2. Okay, so I'm going to say array output 2 dot text equals to test array dot to string. Okay, look over the code carefully. Test array dot splice. We've got the splice array index dot text. This number count we're going to talk about just now, and the splice array value. I'm just double checking. I don't like to go back to code. It seems fine, and let's run it. Okay, now first of all we need to create an array. So I'm going to type 1, 2, 3. You can type anything in here. I'm just going to use numbers for simplicity. Okay, now let's say we want to add a value between the 2 and the 3. Okay, so that's going to be at index 2, 0, 1, 2. And the value that we want to put in there is, let's say, John. Okay, so what has happened here, actually this index should have been 1, but what happened here was the 3 has been removed. Okay, that's key to us, because sometimes you might want to remove the 3, sometimes you don't want to, you just want to shift it on. But in this case, we've actually replaced the 3 with the word John. Okay, so let me show you why did it replace it, and why didn't it just put John between the 2 and the 3. And that has to do with this parameter here called count. Basically, what this means is, do you want to delete a number of variables, or do you want to just insert? If you want to just insert that value, you can change this to 0. Then it won't remove any of the variables that are currently in the array. It's just going to insert a new one. So let's test it. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's add 6. Okay, so remember 0, 1, 2. So let's say I want to insert something between 2 and 3, then the index is going to be 1. And let's do John again. Sorry, I've got this indexing thing, I've got myself confused here, but anyway, I think this will prove my point. The fact that neither the 1 or the 2 has been removed, only the John has been inserted between the 2. Okay, let's change this index to 3, and let's make it Mike. Okay, 0, 1, 2, and now Mike will be placed at index number 3. Okay, very powerful concept, and that's basically how you can manipulate an array. I will show you in the next tutorial how you can remove certain elements in certain indexes of your array. Thanks a lot for watching this tutorial, and please remember to support my blog by visiting it and visiting some of my sponsors pages. Thanks a lot. See you next time.